Loves, welcome back. It's me, Jenny. How is everyone doing today? Okay, my loves, today I want to show you guys this junk journal that I put together, and I'm a little bit scared because I'm starting to see that I'm collecting a lot of stuff for junk journaling. It's a problem. So I put together this little lovely journal, and I made them from junk mail. A lot of the things in here are literally just like envelopes that I receive over the mail. Most of the stuff is envelopes, a lot of vellum paper that I also use in here, and I really love the way this album turned out. I'm starting to really love how it looks and the layout. I was a little bit like doubtful at the beginning, but then it started to come together so lovely, and I really do enjoy how it looks. Again, a lot of the stuff here is really literally just junk mail. And I don't even know how I put this together. This was like one of those like random things that I just kind of put together, literally like with no idea how it's gonna come out. I used the paper. This cover is made from like an Amazon packaging paper, and we put together this lovely beautiful cover. I have a tutorial showing you guys how I put this together. It's so pretty, super simple to put together, and just a little bit of layouts of like some laid down paper, and just literally just simple little things that just put together this lovely little cover. And I just have like I said, just a whole bunch of junk journaling stuff in here, and I really do love how this turned out. I can't wait to start using this. But here's the thing, I also started this album, and I kind of am learning that this album is a little bit different than this album. This is more like a scrapbook kind of album. And what I originally started to do is started to put together some layouts using my like extra craft paper that I had laying around from older projects. I put this layout together, and I really enjoy how this turned out. And so I'm like, wow, I really love how this looks. So I kind of switched things around a little bit. I was going to use this as my junk journal, and then I changed my mind. Then I thought about using a 3-ring binder, and also changed my mind. And then I kind of just went with this kind of layout for junk journaling. This one I'm going to use for just scrapbooking. Just literally flat like paper crafting things. I'm not going to do anything that's bulky in here. And I just love how it turned out. I love how this just looks. These are just images from magazines. I have so many images that I can literally use. I have a whole bunch of images in here that I have been collecting, and as you can tell, it's literally so much. So I'm starting to get a little bit worried because I haven't told you guys a story, but I literally got rid of like 80% of my stuff that I owned, a lot of my craft supplies, a lot of my home decorations, even my clothing and my shoes. Literally like 80% of the stuff I got rid of. Now, I did that not because I wanted to be honest with you, even though I've been wanting to do that for a while, but I moved and we literally could not bring half of the stuff with us. And so I had to really decide on what I was going to take with me and what I was going to leave behind. And I literally left basically a house behind. Everything was just, all my furniture was left behind, all my craft stuff was left behind. And I just kind of just did that because I wanted to start fresh. I'm going to talk about that more in my other channel, which is more like a lifestyle channel. And so, but anyway, so I love how this turned out. And so I'm going to start using this beautiful album as just kind of like scrapbooking layouts. And look how gorgeous this turned out. And so this gave me the idea of using like one image and kind of like built around the image. So I'm going to start doing that in this album, which I absolutely love. Here we did a combination of a lot of like bees elements, and so I used the bee as an element to build around this beautiful image, and this turned out so beautiful. I love this gorgeous feather right here. and these little tiny envelopes that I got here. These are so cute, if you can see that. A cute little bee image right there, and just a lot of little bee elements around it. So I love that idea, and so I'm going to continue to do that in this album. I just love it. I just love it. So I kind of like named it my like scrapbooking album, because it's not literally junk journaling. I think more junk journaling is going to be done in this album right here. But here's the thing, okay? I'm super nervous because my junk journaling stash has been out of control, okay? This is all my junk journal stash. Now, I know it's neatly organized. I have them in these like really fun little envelopes, and I have them categorized. This is food, this is all book related, you know, which is okay. This is animal related, but I feel like there's too much. I feel like it's starting to grow, and I think that I'm starting to really start to feel like clutter kind of like feel, and I just do not want to do that again. I do not want to start holding on to things that I've done in the past that I've never used. Yeah, I also have tons of magazines in here that I really literally don't need so many magazines. So I went in a hunt for, and this is another thing here, look, see what I'm saying? This is starting to get a little bit out of control. I have a little ink mark there because I was working on something on the side, but look at this. This is starting to get a little bit out of control. So I went in a hunt to look for something that I can literally put my junk journaling in, but that still looks kind of pretty and that it doesn't look like messy. And so I came across this and I bought this, and I was super excited when I found it. I thought this was so cool. And this is one of those like foldable trays, makeup organizer or like accessory organizer. And I love it because when you open it up, you get this cute little tray where you can put all these little knickknacks in here, and then you can put all the ephemera in here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as my kind of like my limited use of junk journaling. Every junk journaling stuff that I have, I'm going to try to see if I can fit in here, get rid of some stuff that I don't need, and just organize myself where everything that has to do with junk journaling will be in this little gorgeous tray where I can close it, put it on the side. It looks so pretty, doesn't it? I absolutely love this. This cost me $10. I got this at Marshall's literally for $10 today, okay? I was looking for one of these. I went to like a vintage shop because I wanted to look for like a vintage looking one, but it was so expensive. Oh my God. I was like, no, I'm not spending like $80 on one of these vintage little trays. So I went to Marshall's and I found this, and I was really happy. So I'm going to literally go through all my junk stuff. I'm going to see if I can minimize it where I can put everything in here. And this way I can organize myself. I can have a limited space of where I can put the stuff, and I don't have to worry about it. I'm a person that I need to find storage solution in a limited way for me, because if I don't have limited places where I put things, it can literally go like out of control. So by buying this gives me the idea that the only thing I can put in here is junk journaling. If I can't fit anything else in here, I can't really use it, right? Or I have to decide what it is that I want to keep that I can put in here that will fit. When the time comes and this is like overfloated, then I know that I have to go in here and I have to kind of start getting rid of stuff so it can look more decent. So I'm happy that I found that. I'm going to be doing that tonight. I'm going to be going over all the stuff that I have in here. I'm going to try to organize everything and put it in a little tray. And then I will show you guys the finished look to it, okay? I'll do like a little short video and I'll show you how everything looked and how everything kind of got organized in this little container. So I'm excited to do that. I'm excited. I really try my best not to get myself back into that habit of like collecting and having clutter around the house. this is the area that I'm doing a lot of my crafting, and already it's starting to be a little bit cluttered with a lot of stuff that I have here, and most of my stuff is actually in storage. So it's, you know, it's something that I'm working on. It's like a work in progress, trying not to get back to like falling into bad habits, and I'm doing my best not to do that, and I've been working really hard. So I think that I have been doing a really good job so far. This is more of that stuff that I'm talking about. A lot of these, like, you know, just there's so much of these like little cards that I literally just have here, and I'm really trying to get myself organized so I don't go crazy having all this stuff, right? Because it can really turn out to be something heavy and out of control if you don't control it, you know, early on. And so that's my plans for tonight. I can't wait to work on this junk journal with you guys. I literally put this together in like less than half a day. I don't even know how I put it together. I cannot even like verbally tell you, because I literally just started putting all these like envelopes together. I used a lot of vellum, and I didn't even have a tool to actually poke the hole, so I used one of these like gigantic sewing needles, and I literally just sewed it with twine. I didn't even use like yarn or anything. I just used twine, and I loved it. I love how it turned out. So hopefully you guys can come back, and we'll try to work some lovely junk journaling spreads in here together. If you guys want to learn how to create this lovely, beautiful embellishment, I have a video on that. I'll link that at the bottom. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon. All right, my loves? I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye.